What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hurry up!
On third down, Rivers. And that is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Leopard!
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Here's Chris Ivory with his first carry. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just third and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Here's Allen to throw it. Man open right side, it's the tight end play. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On second down, Ivory. And some room to work. And he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Chris Ivory, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
To return it now, here's King. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Rivers on first down. Going deep for Benjamin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Micah Hyde, second-team All-Pro a season ago there on the coverage. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either. Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such. And Green with a catch left side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Keep it skinny. White. Hey, Delta. Hey, left.
A first down throw here for Rivers. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Micah Hyde, second-team All-Pro a season ago there on the coverage.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10. On second down, Rivers again. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw on third down, Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. And an alley to run. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, I'm going to go load it.
They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On second down, it's McCoy. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Play action. Now it's Allen. Looking for Macklin, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Rivers. Going deep for Benjamin. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Rivers. Eluding the pressure right. And to the right side here, it's Allen. Allen's first catch. Good for a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurate when he throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The best play callers in any league know how to break their tendencies. They study themselves, they self-scout, and they realize most of the time you don't call a draw play on 1st and 10. So every so often you insert that play just to make the defense think, even if it's not successful.
Going deep for Benjamin. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Now Jones. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception,
and the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Brandon Mebane. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Rivers now from the 50. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And some room to roam now. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Green with a catch left side. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
That's what I'm talking about. That's it, boy.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And he's got the hook for the first time with the veteran Jeremy Maclin. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. Allen now on first down. Looking left side. That's caught by Maclin. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills are in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. 23 yards on the play. First down now, but that clock rolling. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
They go play action here on first down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Rivers now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Rivers forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing again. Rivers on 2nd and 10. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, at its 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing, Rivers. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And now out come the Bills. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go.
On first down, Allen. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Corey Legion with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Now Jones. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He was looking for Macklin that time. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Stay there. Stay there.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Third and short yardage, Rivers. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Trent Murphy coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo. Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. But I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So, to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gone.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking downfield for the got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. On 1st down, this is Ivory. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Brandon Mebane in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Lucky 56. Detroit.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, Is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. First down, Rivers. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Rivers looking a little nimble there as he picks up a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Rivers now. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Second down, Rivers. Being chased out left. And Green with a catch left side. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to be staring at a third and long here. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Chargers on third down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
12. Wait.
From the gun, Rivers. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Leopard!
Now Allen throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
On play action, Allen rolling to his right. And he's got Sanu.
And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now McCoy. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now Allen to throw. To throw on 2nd down. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka now for the extra point. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes this a 9-point game. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. To return it now, here's King. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, but, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A 2nd down throw for Rivers. His throw incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better. Yeah,
he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, go orange. Orange.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going up top. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, Rocket.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And Allen's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
12. Keep it skinny. Load it. Yo, Rocket.
Rivers on 1st down. Going deep for Benjamin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go.
The drive begins with a run by Ivory. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. A give to McCoy. And on the run. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Leopard.
They give it to Ivory. And some space here. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Watch it now, Barney. Leopard.
They run with their short yardage man, Ivory. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Here's Colton Schmidt now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Returning, it's Benjamin. Oh, he shifts past him. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers getting set to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Now a desperation throw deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And the Bills are going to recover. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now, this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
This gives to McCoy. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Leopard! Leopard!
Again, it's McCoy. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running.
Chris Ivory up to the races. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Bills, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.
I got so much beef, I could barely sleep. Paranoia.